Nation a mess, we war control. Right? Honestly, the brothers out there across the four corners pushing out this word. It's not the truth, they're also serious. Right? Let's just get into it. What I got in here, right? So this is naturalnews.com. U.S. military ill-equipped for major conflict. Congressional study finds. It smells like fucking garbage, man. I can't wait for that fucking garbage truck to leave. According to a comprehensive report by the Congressional Commission on the U.S. and the National Defense Strategy, U.S. Armed Forces is currently unprepared for major warfare. The study conducted by a bipartisan panel of national defense and national security experts revealed that the United States faces some of the most severe threats in nearly a century, but remains inadequately equipped to address them. Okay, so in this article, the United States is facing the most severe threats, in over a century, right? Now, what's the most severe threats facing America, right? It's Russia and China. Those are the chief ones. Of course, you can throw in Iran, states out there across the Middle East. But the main ones that everyone's talking about is Iran, is Russia, China. And you could also throw in North Korea in there as well, but obviously they're not as developed as Russia and China, right? The assessment underscores the urgent need for reform across all administrations supported by the Iran Corporation. The report highlighted the growing military capabilities of China and Russia, knowing the increased cooperation poses a significant threat to the U.S. and its allies. It added that China, through 2 decades of focused investment, has largely negated the United States' military advantage in the Western Pacific. The report also warned that the new axis of power, China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea, can end up causing participating conflicts, escalating into multi-theater or global wars, right? Which obviously all these groups are going to be fighting against America, these skirmishes. America has allies in those regions, but they will be involved. And so you can actually, I think I left my regular Bible at home, but that's okay. You can get some articles. The book of Isaiah, chapter 19. Next at the top. The burden of Egypt will roar right upon sweet cloud. Shall come into Egypt, as he shall remove his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt instantly. Right? So, the heart of Egypt is not really moral, but like morale. When those chariots come, man, these people here are going to bug out. Chariots is the modern day, what they call UFOs. Right now, set the Egyptian against Egyptian, they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right? You know that the brothers behind them. Argentina because of Napthali 25. I'm pretty sure that was linked those two together. Nation against nation. Right? Reading on down. The spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst of all straight counselor of the lead, shall seek to the idols, to the charmers, to them that have familiar spirits. Yeah, so this country, the elites right now, they're looking toward those different people, different witches and warlocks they have tapped in with them. And they don't have no answer for this. They can't help them. The advisors, we talked about the Van Corporation. I'm pretty sure that's like a big advising firm. All these advising firms, that's how these politicians run anyway. They have advising firms and people out there that pretty much handle everything for public relations teams. The teams of advisors are out there. The sole purpose is there just to pretty much help them, control it and run the country. The president has one. So you say Obama is involved in that. And they say that's where a lot of former presidents go into the advising field. Right? So skipping down, it's number Isaiah 19:14, the Lord knew verse 3, in the midst thereof, they called Egypt to air, and every work thereof is a drunken man, staggereth in his vomit. Right? So this country is as a drunken man staggering in his own vomit. There's nothing that they can do to fix this place, Let me see here. I don't have to get into other stuff, but we know that the United States, the Army, or military, I'll say, as a whole, they're not hitting the recruiting goals. That's why you always hear in the news they're trying to increase recruiting. It's not going to happen. Because of that perverse spirit, because they advocated for certain despicable acts, in this country. Now, any guy who has, his head in any sort of like order, he doesn't want to serve this country. People don't want to die for this country. A country that screws over men, right? So I think that's enough for that one. Of course, this is taken, after America's destroyed. It's a prophecy. It's the book of Jeremiah 51. Verse 6, flee out in the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul, and not cut off from her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord vengeance. And he will render unto her a recompense. Right? And that recompense is coming to America, which is in modern day Babylon, will be by ICBMs, or the arrows that's being talked about earlier in the chapter, as well as 2nd Ezra 16, and I'm not sure if it's anywhere else, maybe in Jeremiah 50 as well, but that's what's coming to this place, ICBM nuclear missiles. When the ICBM shoot up, that's the atmosphere. It's just like an arrow. An arrow has a head. You shoot it above and it comes down. It's the same thing. Right? It's the same exact motion. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual kind of thing. But really he's speaking in the spirit. We're trying to analyze as best he can with what he knows. He didn't have experience back then. Right? Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Nations have drunken of her wine before the nations are mad. And these nations are drawn crazy by these places philosophies, right? And I have to go into this all places philosophies, but when you whole idea that you can be whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, and living a life absence of the order of the scriptures. You know, you just want to do whatever. You know, order is not. Well, order is a good thing. You know, freedom, quote unquote, freedom or free will. You know, just lack of order, doing whatever is actually counterproductive to your life. You know, which, as we know, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Go ahead and grab this. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Right? This is the whole duty of man. It's the whole job of man. The Israelite to follow, keep His commandments. Right? Of course, if fear the Most High, follow, fear the Most High, keep the commandments. Of course, we're not perfect on this side, but if you're going to follow the Most High, right, you're going to worship the Most High, right, believe in the name, right, following the law, He's going to follow. Right? Because you know that obedience to the law is what's pleasing to the Most High. The Most High doesn't want us, running around, doing whatever. And of course, not to be able to keep it perfectly. But there's certain things that you can't absolutely keep, right? Apostle Paul broke it down real well, We sin because we're under grace, God forbid. So no, we don't sin because we're under the grace period, because we're waiting for the new covenant, right? We just keep the commandments to the best of our ability. Come out here, week in, week out, warn our people. This says in Isaiah 52, which I've been going into a lot lately. You gotta come out here and warn the people, man. Warn our people. So-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the Israelite warners, so your bloodline go back to that anyway. Alright? See if we can go for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Verse 8, Jeremiah 51 here. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed out for her to fall for pain, and so she may be healed. Right? So that doesn't mean, I'm not going to bring out scripture. This is, of course, after America is destroyed. This ties into Revelation 18 chapter with the merchants standing before all, saying, how great riches come to naught, How all these great riches come to naught, right? And that's what it is, That bomb is how, what we do is economic measure. Like, no economic measures basically is in Hill's place. No amount of infrastructure deals, the Green New Deals, infrastructure bills, none of that is going to fix this country. It's all downhill. Right? So the commission recommended existing laws and regulations to eliminate barriers to litigation, budget, and procurement. It suggested lifting budget caps, increasing funding for critical national security needs, as well as conducting a comprehensive review of major military systems, in this regard outdated programs, and ensure combat readiness. Or concluded that implementing this recommendation requires sustained presidential leadership and a fundamental shift in mindset across the Defense Department, That's Security Council, Executive Branch Departments, Congress, and Dominican Republic. Pentagon spokesperson acknowledged the report's findings, stating that we agree with this position that there's still more should do to fully achieve our strategic objectives. We look forward to advancing strategies to continue to defend the nation's interests abroad. Alright? So that's what's going down. And now they want to try to go back and try to so-called fix things. It's not going to happen. Alright? So look at Ezekiel 38, verse 1, the Lord, where the Lord came up to me, saying, Son of man, seek thy face against God, man, Levi, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, comes up there. Right? God and Levi is talking about Russia. Meshach is Moscow, and Tubal is Tobolsk, Russia. Right? The same as the Lord God, Lord Odysee, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, right? Sovereign Lord God. Of course, as you say, chief prince of these, he's the head of the show. And of course, he has different people behind him. Of course, verse 4. Now turn thee back, put hooks into thy jaws, and bring thy forth and all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all the clothes also to armor, even a great company, with bucklers and shields, and all the names and swords. And as the Lord had a certain spirit put upon Russia, to really consider fighting against this place, to just consider it, but to, well, now they're considering it. They're really, putting out words of caution, like, hey, we're ready. We're not afraid. Right? And Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, all of them with shield and helmet. These are all different nations that are under Russia. Verse 6, Gomer and all his bands, and all his turbulent of the North Quarters and all his bands, and many people with him. Right? North Quarters talking about Turkey. Togarma's Turkey. Be thou prepared, prepare for thyself and all that in the company, and some unto you, be thou guard unto you. When you go into that word guard goes into the word for lead. I'm not going to get it, but the word guard there goes into the word for lead. Russia to be a leader into these different nations, these different peoples that you have under you, And that's why we're seeing it here. And that's why this article is saying, hey, America really needs to, get his shit together, Like a coach would tell a wrestler who's been on a losing streak, hey, man, you gotta get right, man. You're losing too much, we can go on to, a bunch of World War III scriptures, and then I'm going to call it Friday. So book of Revelation, chapter 16.
He seems sweet, but it's very
Revelation 16, verse 10, right? 50 inch poured out his bow. I see the beast, his kingdoms full of darkness, and all the tongue to the The glasses got heaven because they came to the sword, they kept it not the deeds. The 60 inch poured out his bow upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof dried up, that the kings of the east might be repaired. And that's an event that's going to happen, when World War III is ready. And that's a sign. That's something that has to happen. I think the water is gradually came out of the mouth of the dragon, and the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of false prophets. Let's talk about the revived Roman Empire, which is America, NATO, and the EU. These three unclean frogs are the three city-states, you know. You have the Vatican, right, which is a religious center. You have the Vatican, you know, they're using that's been used as a tool for years. Catholicism is to get all these, you know, darker nations, all these lower nations, you know, together under the, you know, New World Order, right? And then you have the military head, which is the Pentagon, obviously. I think out of the Pentagon we did GSOC, as a Joint Special Operations Command, and then of course very, very respected. And then out of that you have the economic head, which is London, and then of course you got, you know, Rothschilds and all those people. They came out of that. Right? It's the Book of Revelation 16 and 14 for the year. Spirits and devils go forth, kings here from the whole world together, like great day on the side of Almighty. And this is the demonic spirits. But no, they're not demonic spirits. I mean, they have demons on them. And this is talking about the people. You know? It's being an evil spirit. Fear, very good. Yeah. It's not talking about that, because it talks about that in Revelation 20. You know, it was deceptive. The Most High is calling them the devils. You know, and that's what they have. We have the minds of the devils. We have the mind spirits on them. The Lord stirring them up, bringing them together to that battle, that great day. That's why, you know, they're making these seemingly illogical moves. It's all for that, you know? And you can see if we can get this. We go ahead and get this. And I think I pretty much made my points. Get these couple of little scriptures here. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 9. Revelation 6, verse 12. And behold, when the sixth seal lowered, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth and hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell to the earth, and as a fig tree cast her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the stars of heaven are talking about engineers, which literally look like stars, you know, missiles, nuclear missiles. The ark talked about that Revelation 9th chapter. Their ability to move is through their backs, through their tails. You know, the powers of waving the heads. You know, to go you heard. There's that warhead. And this is split up, and you have these merged. Multiple independent reentry vehicles. Right? Heaven, the part of the scroll was rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Right? Referring to governments, of course. Right? The kings of the earth and the great men, the rich men, the chief captains, the mighty men, every bondman, every freedman, they themselves stand in the rocks of the mountains. Right? And of course, this goes hand in hand with the prophecy, the mark of the beast of Revelation 13 and 16. This it calls all, both small and great, free and bond, to accept that mark in the right hand on their forehead. Right? And of course, these people that are going to be working in these bunkers are going to have the mark. Verse 16, since the mountains of God fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne from the wrath of the Lamb. Right? Which of course talking about Yahweh, right? For the great day of his wrath has come, who shall be able to stand? Right? No one will be able to, well, of course us, but these Edomites not going to stand. These nations won't be able to stand. Of course, they're the Jews. See who's going to be established, who's going to be set in place when you go to that word, extended, for stand. I could go on a lesson on this, set in place, set in balance. Wait, right? Be of a steadfast mind. Right? Scriptures talk about that, Wisdom and knowledge shall be stability of thy times. That might be Isaiah 29 and 22. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be stability of your times. Not money. Money and what? In a dead system, right? This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 2. I'll just go to the point. Will they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Will they climb to heaven, then shall I bring them down. Absolutely. So there's gonna be no place for Esau to flee to. Right? To another one, because one of the reasons that they want to bring about World War III, invasion, number one is because it's prophecy, and the Lord is using them to carry out His will, But what they want to do, right, in their wicked minds, is bring about the total destruction and then fill it up and control the quote-unquote new world. With their people and have development, all this stuff, and rule the world forever. That's their mindset. But Matthew 24 talks about that too. They're becoming so rough, man, that if it was to continue, then no one would be left. Because of the depopulation, right? All the chemicals and stuff they put in the water. Right? It's the book of Isaiah 24, 1, behold, the Lord make the earth empty, and make the waves to turn upside down, and scatter the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as for the people, so in the priest, the servants, so his masters, the rulers, the mistress, as the buyer, so the seller, as the lender, so as the borrower, as the taker usually says to the giver, usually to him. Right? And everyone basically is going to take it, right? Then it should be utterly empty, utterly spoiled, the Lord has spoken this word, right? And this is America is being talked about, because no other nation is going to be utterly empty, utterly spoiled, and destroyed. And will have no man, live in it. The scriptures don't talk about God becoming this, inhabitable place. It doesn't talk about Elam becoming this inhabitable place. It doesn't talk about these other nations being uninhabitable. Only America. These other lands that need. The earth mourns fadeth away, the world language fadeth away, and the hard people of the world do language, like the rich. The earth also is the father of inhabitants to God, because there's just a law, church, ordinance, broken, everlasting covenant. Therefore, the curse to God the earth, and they that dwell in it desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Right? And, this land will literally be burned. There will be smoke. burning. It got burned for time over this country after it's new.
I don't know. I feel like I was.
Which everyone thinks that's something that's only going to happen. In science fiction in America being new is very much real and very much will happen. So that's pretty much the points I want to get into. Went into these articles, went into a national news article. So with that, I'm going to say, Karlayimbo, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of good most things in the events. And that's it for the live. Shalom.